Hey, it's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear, and got another classic Colt for you today. One of my favorites. You know, I've mentioned on and off that 1911 is probably one of my favorite platforms as far as semi-auto handguns go. And 1911s, there's a couple of different models and variants of them that, you know, I could do one video, but it would be super long, so I'm going to kind of break them up a little bit. And we're going to talk about one of them right now, and that is the Colt Combat Commander. Now this firearm, it's a little bit shorter than your full-sized Colt 1911. The full size has a 5-inch barrel, where this has a 4.25-inch barrel. It has a Commander-style trigger, which was named after this firearm, where the regular one has a spur-type trigger. The beaver tail is a little bit smaller on this, but otherwise it's pretty much the same firearm. As a matter of fact, I can field strip one, and I can put the slide and the barrel on the other one either way, and they'll fire flawlessly. And I have done that before. So another model that is out there, and like I said, we're going to talk about some of these other models at a later time, but the Colt Officers model, this is a later variant of it. This is the Colt 1911 Compact that replaced the Officers. Now it's called the Defender. And these are a little scuffed up, a little dirty, because these are firearms that I carry on a regular basis. This one I've done a lot of custom work to, just because I carry this. This is one of my main carry guns, and I do love this firearm. But just to look at the size difference between the two of them, this one's just a little bit shorter. The Defender's even a little shorter than this that's out right now. Magazines will fit between the two of these. These actually have a smaller magazine. So the magazine that's in this one, you know, that fits in. If I take it out and I take the regular mag or the Commander mag, it sticks out just a little bit, not too much. Normally with the 1911s, they come with a 7-round mag. There are 12-round magazines that are available, and I usually go with 12-round magazines that I'll carry in them. With this, I'll carry the stock mag, which I believe is only 6 rounds, but for a backup, if I have to change mags, I will take 2 or 3 of the 12-round mags and pop them in. So just a little on this. Like I said, we're going to go into this in another video. The topic today is the Combat Commander, and this was after World War II. The United States Army, they wanted a new pistol that was a little lighter for officers, that would replace the 1911. Well, not replace the 1911, but for officers to carry, that it had a lighter weight, it was a little bit shorter, and it had to be chambered in 9mm. And I've actually got Wikipedia I pulled up here. Talk a little bit about the trial, because I can't remember all of this. It's quite a bit, but according to Wikipedia, that the government post-World War II trial was to find a lighter replacement for the M1911 pistol that would be issued to officers. Requirements were issued in 1949 that the pistol had to be chambered in 9mm parabellum, could not exceed 7 inches in length, or weigh more than 24 ounces. Candidates that were out there included the Browning High Power, or variants of it, from Inglis, Fabrique Nationale. Smith & Wesson's Model 39 was also in there. And Colt entered a modified version of the 1911 pistol that was chambered for 9mm parabellum, had an aluminum alloy frame, a short 4.25-inch barrel, and a 9-round magazine. Now, with the Officers before, what this was also replacing, not necessarily the 1911, but a lot of them carried the Colt 1908 380, which was a smaller handgun. You would see a lot of those out there. So this kind of kind of for officers, replaced the 1911 in both of them. And now in 1950, Colt moved the Candidate into regular production, and it was the first aluminum framed large frame pistol in major production and the first Colt pistol in 9mm. First year's production included 45 ACP and 38 super chamberings. In 1970, Colt introduced the all-steel Colt Combat Commander, which is what we have here, with an optional model in satin nickel, which is also what we have here. To differentiate between the two models, the aluminum frame model was renamed the Lightweight Commander. So, just a little bit about this. Like I said, I'm a big 1911 fan. I've carried a lot of different firearms. In my past, I've worked law enforcement and military and as a military contractor, and have carried a lot of various firearms, plus growing up around a ranch and a farm and living on one now, you pretty much don't go outside without arming yourself when you're working out by yourself. So this platform is my go-to. There's some cool things you can do with them. For one thing, when you're shooting them, they feel natural in your hand. Now this one has a little more recoil than the full size, but it's not that bad. But when it's in your hand, it's just, it points exactly at what you want to shoot at. They're very accurate. I have a couple of variations or a couple modifications on these that I've done. You can rechamber them in different calibers, 22 long rifle. This one I have a 460 Rollins and a 400 Corbin conversion, and I'll do videos on the 460 and the 400 later on. The 400 is actually a pretty cool, pretty easy conversion on calibers. It kind of basically turns this into a 10mm. I mean, the ammo's a little expensive, but if you reload, you can reload it. But to convert it from 45 to 400, all you do is swap out the barrel. Everything else on the firearm is the same. So it's a pretty cheap way to get a second caliber out of your firearm. So that's just a little bit of a look at the Colt Combat Commander. Now we're going to head down to the range and pop a few rounds out of this, see if I can hit anything. So come join us. Well, we made it down to the range. I got the Combat Commander here, and let's put a few rounds on target. Got to put my ear protection on. Finish up this magazine. Let's look at the Colt Combat Commander. One of, like I said, my favorite platforms. Although being out here, like I said, the first couple shots, I forgot about ear protection, and after that first shot or two, man, my ears are ringing. I remembered in a hurry. So, it's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear. You ever had one of these Colt Combat Commanders? Have you ever thought about one? You ever had a 1911 or one of the variants? Tell me your experience about it. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. I know a lot of people in the past had very negative opinions of them due to getting older surplus ones that had pretty much been shot out and were not overly accurate. And some people like me just had really good luck with them all the way around. So let me know what you think. If you enjoy the videos we put out, please consider giving this one a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated and it helps the channel grow. Until next time, it's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear. Have a great day.